What is going on, guys? We're here. We're live for Geeks and Gamers Daily. On time today. Jay, looks like it's Christmas there.
It's getting there. It's getting there. Um, Kind of like it weird. Something. My water heater broke. Right. So the water heater guy was coming over today, and of course they say he'll be there from 8 to 5.
Yeah. Sometime during the day. This stupid.
So before my morning show, I was getting ready to set it all up. Knock on the door. There he goes. So I couldn't even do my show this morning. So if people were like, "Why didn't Jay do a show?" That's why. And then all you got to do is stand there and make sure you didn't steal anything.
At least you get hot water, I guess.
Yeah. It is what it is. I mean,
No more cold showers.
It was like it cracked like last night. So
It happened last. Okay.
It was like one of those emergency one of those emergency things. So
That's a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
That's a quick turnaround. Jay, I saw you Tuesday night, as if we don't see enough of each other on this godforsaken show. I saw you Tuesday night at Universal City Walk with our man Mikey.
You had a good time, man. We were playing some cornhole. We were doing some trick shots with the cornhole. People were watching. They were very impressed.
Oh, were they?
It was so nice out. We sat outside, you had macaroni and cheese, I think, right? So,
I had the buffalo mac and cheese with a side of fries. So I got my carbs that day. No doubt. It's fucking good though. NBC Sports Girl, I love that buffalo mac and cheese, man.
Man, it's perfect. You got the games on and everything. Yeah, we had a good time. People were shocked to see you outside the house, And for the record, I took the selfie and I had him check before I posted. I always do that. I'm not one of those guys that just take a picture and just throw it out there. I need everyone's approval. But he did glance at it kind of quick. He's like, yeah, it's fine. And then when he saw it there, he said he looked retarded.
My hair looked like shit. I had just got in the shower before that. I had just taken a shower and I didn't have any, my hair was just all poofy and shit. But it was like, whatever. I'm not going to get all fancy to go see Mikey. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm trying to go out and get fucked. So I didn't really have to worry about doing my hair. So yeah. And then when I saw it on Twitter, I'm like, God, my hair looks so fucking stupid. As if it doesn't normally look like shit. But yeah,
I feel like me and Ryan could take anybody in cornhole in the G&G group. I think we could take anybody. I was watching, we were hitting some shots, man. So, you know what happened to me, dude? Look,
I was doing some lefty
yesterday. I went to go look at a place. I was driving to a home to go look at, and I got freaking lost, because apparently there's they're building these new homes in this area. It's not on the GPS, so it kind of gives you a target on where it would be. So I'm just driving, and I ended up in a place called Windermere, right? Is that how you say it?
Yep.
I turned in this neighborhood, dude, bro. Have you ever been in a neighborhood and the houses?
I think it's one of those fancy ones, right?
They freaking look like, first thing you pull up, there's a sign. They're like, hey, new builds here starting in the low 7 million.
7 million, not 700,000?
7 million, dude. And I'm sitting here like, what the I'm lost. I'm not supposed to be here. I saw a fan. I'm driving down. I see this guy walking his Rhodesian Ridgeback dog, right?
Sounds like a dragon.
Yeah. So young looking guy, kind of look like you, a little bit young, just moseying along. And
that's how everyone describes me, young.
Yep. I was younger than me. So I was I rolled down the window. I was like, excuse me, sir. I'm looking to go here, right? And he's like, man, you're way off, dude. I'm like, obviously. He's like, how did you even get in here? I was like,
I followed another car. Yeah.
I was like, the gate was there was no gate. I just kind of drove in. And he's like, yeah, you got to keep going, man. The neighborhood you're looking for is in the poor area. It's all right, okay, that's cool. And then I was like, listen, I hate to be nosy, what do you guys do for a living around here? Dude, the guy was like, the guy said he bought a bunch of cryptocurrency years ago. He was working at Office Depot. And I'm like, I was like, really? That's it? I was like, what? Like, do you do anything now? And he's like, it's got to live off interest.
That's the fucking life right there. That's the fucking life.
Rethinking everything, dude. Maybe he was lying to me. Maybe he just was saying stuff. I don't know. I
can tell you what, if that happened to me, you would not see me on the show anymore. I can tell you that much.
I'm sitting here, I'm driving out going, I don't know a single person in my life that lives off interest. Who the freak lives off interest? How does that even work? What bank you have? Like, what is this? Again,
Well,
he could have made the whole freaking thing up. I don't know.
Maybe I think he's saying off he's living off all the money his investments continue to make. That's
maybe
all.
It's just like he could have made the whole thing up saying, who's this weird dude in this neighborhood he doesn't belong in? I don't want to say anything.
He's just a surgeon or something, and he's just fucking with you because you're like a retarded person to him. Like
when he realized where I needed to go.
Yeah. One, I don't know, like well, I lost my train of thought. I don't know how you got lost using GPS. I have never once asked for directions since the invention of GPS because it tells me where to go.
When I got to this neighborhood, the GPS is all like, it doesn't even show the housing development. It doesn't show anything. So it took me to like I think it got me to the closest, like the zip code that I was in. So, and I'm just driving around. I'm like, I must be around here. So it just stopped. I'll send you the address. Put it in your GPS. You'll see. It's like it doesn't work.
Right in the middle of a field or some shit.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's like a field. So I was like, holy crap! I finally made it to my destination. I was like, that's cool.
Alex Aerocave S tier returns. Meta PC code RK Outpost. Drunk 3PO. Shout out to Alex McCarthy, whose birthday is Friday or Saturday. Friday or Saturday is Alex's birthday.
40.
I think Friday. Turns a big 4-0. Shout out to Alex. Master Austin with a big $50 in gifted memberships. 10 gifted memberships from Master Austin. I always like that profile picture whenever I see it.
I'm depressed thinking about like what I witnessed, like freaking living off interest. Like, how the freak do you? Sorry.
It'd be nice.
You got to pick my spirits up, man. Come on.
I'm having a rough day, Jay. I did not have a good day last night. I didn't sleep well last night. Not really feeling it this morning. So I'm relying on you to carry us through. You've got your Christmas stuff in the background. You're ready for the holidays. You're holly and jolly. I'm not with it today. I'm not with it today.
And I'm also ready, man. You've inspired me. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Whole bunch of nobody's gonna go see Wicked. I even got the Wicked cereal, right, to get me ready for Wicked 2. You know, right there, Ryan. Look at the inspiration. Find your courage. Come on, man. Find it.
So do they have like a pink one and a green one or something?
Yeah, always go with pink. Never go with green. So
that one.
Pink one.
Yeah, I gotta go see it at some point because we're reviewing it for Friday Night Tights. It's gonna be big, dude. So the last one debuted to 112 million domestically, and I think something less than that. I think it might have been a staggered rollout internationally as well. So I forget what it opened to globally, but 112 million domestic was the first one. Tastes good.
Sorry, tastes like Apple Jacks.
There you go. This one's going to be significant. I think it's going to be significantly bigger. I'm thinking like 120, 130, even up to 150, maybe. We'll see. Domestically, I think the overall run will be similar, like that $750 million, somewhere on there. But I just think it's going to be a bigger opening. I think there's more people that are going to go opening weekend to see it after seeing the first one. That's kind of my gut feeling, but we'll see.
You going today?
I have to at some point. It's either today or fucking tomorrow after this stream before FNT. I usually don't like doing those just because it's a tough like place to fill it in there. So I'll probably try to fucking go tonight, I guess. We'll see. I'm sure I'll love it. Zud for 5. Saw Now You See Me 3. Liked it. I didn't even see the second one.
Oh, I love those movies. That's good that you like. Sorry, my phone's going off like crazy. Y'all ain't hearing it, are you?
I don't hear shit, but I don't have
All right.
headphones in either, so maybe the chat does.
It's that guy telling me how to live off interest.
I would listen. Eric K. Mod for 5. Jay, just drain it and replace the element yourself. It is dead easy.
Bro, I'm a renter, man. So so it's a whole process. You call you got to call the agency, and then they get in touch with the owner and all that stuff, and then they get someone out there immediately. So I'll never have to fool with it, and I didn't have to pay for it.
There you go. A Pig Venus, member for 13 months. Hey guys, Venus here. Hope all is well. Been reading A Song of Ice and Fire because of you, Ryan, and so far it's really good. Hey, that's awesome, A Pig Venus. And he says, I'll be reading through Harry Potter next. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Song of Ice and Fire. I mean, the problem is the story's not fucking over. So, the story's not over when it comes to that one. Grizzly Nightmare. Ryan, did you get your bacon crunch wrap this morning? Jay, do you like cream of wheat?
Oh, yeah. I love cream of wheat.
Cream of wheat is fantastic. It's so much better than oatmeal. It's not even funny.
The crazy thing, I don't buy it that often, but every now and then you get a hankering and you see it in the aisle, and I'm like, you know what? This is the week for cream of wheat.
I used to have it all the time when I was a kid. All the time.
Yeah, same.
Not as much anymore, but yeah. I did not eat Taco Bell this morning. I probably should have. Maybe I'd have felt better. But I just had my normal breakfast. So no Taco Bell for me. I do need to get a bacon crunch wrap sooner rather than later, though. Andre CR, did someone say turn around? Does anyone know what a turnaround is?
That's not what he's talking about.
Did he say turn around?
That's not what he's talking about.
Is it turn around like a fucking hand job or some shit where he's from?
No, this is what he's talking about. I learned it. Here we go. It's what is a turnaround? There you go.
A turnaround.
That's it.
Well, whether you call them shutdowns, outages.
Honestly, you don't even need the sound for this video. This is a turnaround. So when someone says, "Did I hear turnaround?" You're obligated to type in turnaround in YouTube and just take this 15 or 14-year-old video and just put it up on the screen for everyone to just sit and find some peace. I don't know.
If there's any person in the world that doesn't think it's easier for female content creators to gain notice, like this video should be like all the explanation. Like,
all I'm saying, chat,
easy.
I know you guys put up a lot, but today, can I get a little props for knowing the turnaround video? That's all.
There you go.
Anyway.
Good job. David Smart.
I'm just going to let it play in the back.
Hey, guys, who's watching Wicked this week? I would review it, but I don't feel like deleting myself. I've never seen so much trash like this year. I mean, if you're not interested in it, I wouldn't go, but I'm going to go see it. We're going to review it for FNT. So, yeah. And I think I'll get through it without killing myself. But if not, I'll just take a stop by Disney on my way home. JB Benedict became a YouTube member. Thank you, JB. PB Poo Poo Girl.
No, man. It's just one. Don't
girl.
make it a thing.
PB Poo Poo Girl is here.
Wow.
David Smart, can you give the Smart Review a shout out? Shout out the Smart Review.
Shout out.
How about that? Mikey Gussler, thanks again for the other night. The cornhole was fun and the food was good too. Can't wait to see you two again soon.
Thanks, Mikey.
It was good, Mikey. Good hang out with you for a while.
Mikey didn't know what to get in the restaurant, and Ryan suggested, and Mikey approved.
I think Mikey copied me. That's what I think.
Maybe.
I think Mikey saw what I was having. He was like, you know what? That shit sounds fucking delicious. That's all right. It was delicious. It was
This
good.
video gets better and better.
Tobias Nexus Furry. I don't know about YouTube, but apparently I start cursing when I get jump scared on stream. Was playing Backrooms, escaped together with Red, and that damn party level got more than modern horror. I mean, I swear all the time, Tobias, so it's tough. I don't just start swearing when I'm scared. I'm always swearing. So it is what it is. We played a couple like horror games way back in the day. Phasmophobia. Yeah. Phasmophobia. Tay-Tay. Bring back Pee Poo Man. Yeah, Pee Pee Poo Poo Man transitioned into Pee Pee Poo Poo Girl. Trying to get the Zelda job, maybe. I don't fucking know. Ninroku for $1 over on Locals. Walter Salmon said 24 hours ago on X that WB's ending today and that several WB films are never seen the light of day. Not sure if he has insider info, but he posted this on his YouTube channel as well. Cartoon crossovers. Don't know anything about him. But I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of things that are in production that won't be and shit like that because of the sale. But I don't know. I don't think anybody knows because I don't think they know who's buying it yet. And then we just got, Jay, an absolute fucking bomb from J-Mac Slackin'. J-Mac Slackin' with
Jay?
50 gifted memberships. That's $250. That is fucking crazy. J-Mac ain't slacking this morning.
No.
J-Mac's on top of it.
Did you hear my horn? Oh, okay.
I did.
Sorry.
Was I supposed to say horn? Was it?
No, I don't know if it's working. All right.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay.
I heard it. But thank you. Everybody's turning green in the chat because of that.
Love it. Thank you, Jay.
Shout out Jay. It's the day of Jay. Derek PG Beller for 2. Here's 2 since the Wednesday F tier crew always forgets to read Rumble rants. We never do. Now, I mean, we might miss things on occasion on accident here or there, but I feel like you guys know I try to make a better effort than some others. Ronan for 2. Ryan, I fell asleep with my wireless earbuds on. I lost one this morning, but used your roast yesterday to help find it. Thank you for your service.
That's great. I hear Ryan.
You just hear me screaming, just blowing out your earbuds.
It's over here.
Sounds about right. Andre, turnaround tax and water heater tax.
You're welcome.
Turn around.
I gotta be honest. I have no idea what was wrong with the water heater. The guy could have came in and just pushed the turn the on button. I don't know.
Jay, an apartment that I was renting, God, when I was like 22 years old. Middle of the fucking night, like 2 or 2:30 in the morning. And I just hear like this, just this like whooshing sound. I'm like, and I almost like went back to sleep. And I fucking wake up. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I go over and it was like my water heater was in a closet between the bedroom and the kitchen and shit. I was only in that place for probably like 8 months before I moved. But all right. So I just look, and it's one of those doors, you know, like the slatted doors. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And there's just water bubbling out through that door. And I was like, what the fuck? I opened the door and it's just straight up spraying. Just fucking some kind of like a rupture in the pipe, just spraying out. And I'm like, holy fuck, what is going on? So there is a cutoff valve, right?
Yeah.
There's a cutoff valve that you can, turn it. But the rupture in the pipe was between the valve and the wall. It was unisolable. Could not isolate it, could not stop it, couldn't do anything. So I'm like, fuck, man. So I'm like, I'm calling the emergency line for the fucking apartment. Nobody's picking up. Nobody's answering. Because to stop that, you're going to have to cut off water to the entire fucking place.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Since it's between that valve and there. and water's just coming out. I've been like, I'm moving stuff in my fucking apartment, like trying to get it away from this just massive water. And eventually I can't do anything. And I'm calling the apartment. No one's answering. No one's answering. No one's answering. Eventually, my neighbor downstairs, water starts fucking leaking through up top.
Oh no.
Yes. Called the fucking fire department who came out there. And they said that they couldn't turn off the water until they had permission from the apartment because it cuts off water to everybody. So I'm sitting there for hours outside while all this water's fucking coming out, just completely ruining my apartment, ruining the apartment underneath me. And finally, some piece of
Dude.
shit fucking shows up and he's like, yeah, you have permission. They turn the water off. My downstairs neighbor's entire ceiling like fucking caved in and shit. It was bad. It was bad. So whatever you went through with your hot water heater, my personal life experience can show me that it can always be worse.
Yeah.
That's basically my life. It can always be worse.
Mine wasn't like, mine's just like, it's not really warm. It's like, it's not hot anymore. It's like warm. So it might have just been an element change. Maybe that's all it was. I don't know. But dear God, man, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. My hot water heater's in the garage. So you just open the garage and you just stand there and you're like, need anything? I don't know why I even asked, but you need some help down there, buddy? Like, what am I going to do? I'm not a licensed.
I don't do that shit. They're getting fucking paid.
I know, but it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I need just to be around to make sure, like, he doesn't break any of my stuff or steal anything. I don't know.
J Mac, Ryan, you get a bad rap. I don't know why everyone's so hard on you. You're all right. I was bummed when Stargrift ended. Really enjoyed the dynamic of you, Theory, and Mauler. Well, I appreciate the kind words, J Mac. Yeah, I do get a bad rap sometimes, I suppose. Sometimes it's fucking deserved. Sometimes not, here and there. But thank you for the support, J Mac. English Batchers. Let's hope Ryan makes the FurryCon next year. That's not going to happen.
Good luck.
That's not going to happen. But again, thanks, J Mac. Very, very nice words there. Now, if I did want to end myself, Jay, you know where I'd go?
What a transition. Would you go to Disney, Ryan?
Seems to be the place. Seems to be the place because we've talked about a couple of these things, Jay, every once in a while. It looks like the mainstream media is picking this up. 5 people have died at Disney World over the past month.
Crazy,
now,
man.
Jay, you follow theme parks much more closely than I do. Every once in a while, you do hear of deaths. You do hear of suicides. You do hear of like things happening. And look, with the millions and millions and millions of people that visit Disney World every single year, there's going to be things that happen. There's going to be people that maybe have a heart condition or just their time to go or fucking slip on a stair and crack their head, whatever the hell happens. And of course, you're going to have the people who are, of course, like kill themselves there. But now the mainstream media is becoming interested in it. A 5th person died at Disney World property on November 8th in what has been an unusually active month for incidents around the Florida theme park and resorts, according to TMZ. Few details were shared about the person who was found dead at the Saratoga Springs Resort, according to the Orange County Medical Examiner's Office. The death nearly 2 weeks ago comes after 2 suicides, a woman on October 14th and a man on October 23rd, both at the Contemporary Resort.
That is that of all resorts to pick, I guess, like that's one of the most expensive resorts on Disney property here in Florida. That's
well,
one
Jay,
of the, like,
I think these people aren't worried about putting it on their credit card. I'm just saying. I think they're willing to put it on their credit card. I don't think they plan on paying it off.
But according to the reports, these 2 people climbed to the top and they jumped off the top of the building because they have an upstairs restaurant and which is very expensive, called the California Grill. And then you can go out to the roof to watch the fireworks. So the one lady horrible. She jumped off, and then the freaking monorail hit her, and she was cut up in a few pieces. There was like, it's terrible. And then the guy just decided to go the other way and just land flat on the concrete on the back of the resort.
And he
Wild.
switched it up a little bit.
Yeah.
By the way, there was an ad for Reese's there that looked really fucking good. On October 21st, a man in his 60s suffered a medical episode at the Fort Wilderness Resort, while another death of a person in their 60s occurred when a woman had a medical emergency at Disney's, where'd that go, Pop Century Resort on November 2nd and died after being taken to the hospital. And these things, right, when you have people in their 60s that have medical episodes, especially after a long day, maybe they're walking out in the sun, they just have a bad heart. Like who fucking knows, right? These things are going to happen when you have this many people, 50 million people that go to a theme park in a given year. Shit is gonna happen. We had somebody on a ride was it in Disneyland?
In California, yeah.
At Disneyland, you had that woman who died on the ride, and it sounded like she had a medical emergency while on the ride, not necessarily that something went wrong. But dude,
do you think that we're gonna like? The truth is, the park hopping channel is like 5 years old, and I remember like you said, once in a blue moon, an elderly person passed away at a resort. It wasn't, and then it wasn't like this, like it wasn't like this much, right? Now you're seeing, you know this as well as I do. When you go to like these theme parks, a lot of people there are very much out of shape.
There are some people that are very out of shape there, yes.
Yeah, not everybody, but it's like you see like the health deterioration of people. And so, you know, just like you said, like giving their heart a little shot for walking around the park for the first time in 5 years, man, probably didn't do them well. But maybe, I don't know. But it's pretty crazy to see like so many. And then, of course, like Universal isn't out of this either. They had the guy that was on the roller coaster who I will say allegedly, for whatever reason, I have to use those words, should not have been on that roller coaster. And he died from being on that roller coaster. So.
Yeah, I mean, that was his fault. He shouldn't have been there. We talked about that, and as rough as that is to say, even though they've got their fucking fake victim race baiting piece of shit lawyer, desperately trying to hold them up and shut down the ride, and obviously none of that worked.
And from what I remember, there was a moment, there was like a month in Disneyland in California where people would go to the park all day, come back to the parking. I've never been, so I don't know how this worked. They would go to the parking garage and climb up to the top and then fall over. And like, there was like 1 month period where I guess one person did it and others were like, oh, that's a great way to go. Like, I'll just do that too. And so it like started a terrible trend.
I honestly just like, I think that this probably I think this probably happens at a pretty normal rate, stuff like this.
And it's just getting the attention now that like, because people are talking about it. Yeah,
it's just getting big attention.
Agree.
I think a lot of it started when that lady jumped off, because that was such what seemed to be a very sad, tragic story, involving maybe a lost pregnancy, and she kind of just leaves and the family's looking for her, doesn't know where she is. And she came down to Disney, a place she loved, and she killed herself. Right. And that was like such a crazy story that obviously got a lot of attention. And because that is in people's minds, and then you hear something else and somebody writes an article about it or tweets about it, you got trackers that track all the police fucking scanners at Disney and stuff that are just Twitter accounts. And I think that's probably, the reason why it just seems like it's happening often.
Yeah, we're a little more hypersensitive. Last year, the big thing at theme parks that everybody was reporting on was all the fist fights that broke out. There was a record number of fist fights that broke out at Magic Kingdom. Some even involving a Disney actor at one point, like his family, people cutting in line, things like that. So there was like a lot of fights at Magic Kingdom. And then the year before that, I remember the big reporting was how many people were getting wasted and drunk and throwing up all over the place at the theme park. So yeah, it kind of like whatever starts trending, people start seeing a little bit more of it. So
it's like when you, I liken it to when you buy a car. And you're like, hey, I've got this blue Tacoma or whatever the fuck. And you all of a sudden you start seeing
You
the
see them
same type of
everywhere.
car
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
I just think it has a lot to do with that. The fact that it's in your head and that you're like recognizing it and now you see it, even though you saw the same exact number of them on the road before, it just didn't register to you. I think that's kind of what it is. But I mean, just to be safe, be careful at Disney, you know.
There is one theme park making a change, though.
There certainly is. And maybe it's because they don't want a bunch of people dying at their theme park. Maybe that's why it is. But there are going to be some people that are not very happy about this news. There's going to be a big crowd, Jay. Maybe not in terms of numbers, but in terms of weight, that might be very upset to hear this news if they're Pokemon fans. Because yesterday we found out that the Poke Park Kanto that is supposed to open in Tokyo, Japan next year, which is very cool. I'll be in Japan next year. Maybe I'll fucking go to this thing. A lot of people, Pokemon fans, very excited about this idea. Theme park dedicated to Pokemon, all of that stuff. Well, they made a big reveal. Nintendo fans most affected. Pokemon's new theme park requires visitors to pass a fitness test to access the entire park.
Yeah.
According to the official website, guests who do not meet certain age and physical fitness / ability requirements will not be allowed to enter the Pokemon Forest section of Poke Park Kanto. The park's admission policy states anyone entering Pokemon Forest must be able to climb, unassisted, a stairway of roughly 110 steps. What are your thoughts?
No fats
Jay?
allowed. Get them out. They got to be able to do the physical activity. Can you imagine if they did that here? If Universal's like, hey, look, we got to make some changes. If you can't walk 100 steps, I'm sorry. No, but number two, are they going to have like a Stairmaster out there for people? Are they going to like profile people? If they're like, okay, that guy's kind of big. Come over here, sir. We're going to take you to this back room. Yeah. Come on over here. We got to know if you can walk up the stairs, stay on the Stairmaster for 5 minutes before we let you into the park, you know? So
maybe it's just as simple, Jay, as there's 110 steps that lead up to the Pokemon Forest. Maybe it's just that simple. That
like to
that's
get
the
into
way
the
you get
park.
up there.
Yeah.
And if you can't fucking make it, fucking slide down the railing back, fatty. And now, obviously, we're not just talking about, people that are maybe severely out of shape or whatever. You're also going to be talking about people in wheelchairs that can't necessarily go there. You're going to be talking about that stuff too. And, I get it. We've got people in the audience that have to use wheelchairs, and that's just a reality when it comes to these theme parks. Not everyone can do everything. If you're not tall enough, you can't ride this ride. Like we talked about that. We talk about that all the time. If you have some spinal condition, if you have a heart condition, there's some things that you can't do. And that's just kind of reality. I love the fact that it's being presented as a fitness test, though, because we already know how people feel about the gut check, right? When you walk up, you stand in line to get on the Harry Potter ride or whatever. You get to the front and they're like, "You, this is random, but can you take a seat in our test seat here? Just want to make sure just want to make sure it's snug, and you pull it down." Won't lock.
Get the green light, you're good to go. That's it. Trust me, I know. I've been pulled out of the line a few times. And I always try to say, I've been on this ride before. It's okay, sir. It's just random. Yeah, sure. Sure it is. Let's be honest here. This is Ryan's dream theme park. Ryan's not a huge theme park guy, but if you were to build one, I have a feeling this would be perfect for him. No one in scooters, everyone in somewhat physical shape, which means you're probably going to have a very pleasant experience. It's probably not going to be overcrowded or anything like that.
Well, and to be fair, this is just one portion of the park.
Yes.
Right. This is just one little location. This is just one area. The rest of the park is still going to be available and stuff. But obviously, it's been making the rounds, and I'm sure there's some people that are going to get very triggered by this.
Oh, absolutely. Listen. For the normal Disney adult, they're having a bad year. Number one, they were very upset that Disney is allowing Abu Dhabi to build a theme park over there because they're like, what about all my gay friends? They can't even visit. And do I got to wear something on my head? We can't go. Like, this is terrible. What a terrible idea. I thought you liked the gays. right? So they were mad at that. Then they were mad that SeaWorld, they're in Saudi Arabia. Now that's a little more. That might be the most liberal. I don't know. Middle East.
Even in Abu Dhabi, just to be clear, even in Abu Dhabi, like they don't go around executing gay people in the UAE.
Yeah.
You know, like now, should you be if you're making out with your boyfriend or something? If you're a gay dude making out with your boyfriend, they're gonna put a stop to that. But they would do that for like a normal couple as well.
But I'm saying like they're just now if there's a fitness test, boy, they're just having a bad time. They're just having a bad time. I remember the outrage that the Disney Fats had because they were able to get the Ratatouille ride at Epcot, their seat changed so that large and in charge people could sit in it and enjoy the ride. So they stopped the ride for a month and changed the seats and put in big butt seats. And they thought they could get the same thing done at the Mario Kart ride when Universal they're like, you got to change the seats because us bigums can't fit it. And they were like, sorry, go somewhere else. They were so mad. Like people were like, we're gonna protest Universal until they accept us all. They never changed. They never changed it. They were like, it's a safety issue. We can't just be changing seats because you're big.
The Disney Fats. The new community of Disney Fats.
I don't know what else to call
them.
They
call themselves the plus size park hoppers, Jay.
Yeah, you know what? There'll be no Disney rash at the Pokemon park.
Probably not. Maybe I'm going to Japan next year, so maybe I'll go to that. I think something tells me I can make it up 110 steps.
I think so.
I think I can handle it. But you know what? If you're somebody that is like disappointed by that and is, use that as some motivation. Use going to your theme park as some motivation and something you want to do and set a goal for yourself. And you know what? By the end of 2026, I'm going to be able to do this shit.
That's it.
Have you seen those like restaurants that offer discounts based on how skinny you are?
If you get fit through the fence. Yeah.
The irony is like, I think they do that because like at a buffet or something, right? The assumption would be that you can't eat as much. That would blow back in their face if I was there.
I've seen a lot of thin people out eat some of the big people.
I can fucking eat a lot. I could probably fit through one of those fairly skinny ones too. All right. Where was I? Ministry or Wrong Thing. Did you see the clip of the OnlyFans model giving a lecture to a college classroom of 1,200 eager women teaching them how to make content? We are cooked.
At a college camp, not surprising.
Did not.
Not surprising.
Was it about OnlyFans content specifically, or was it about like social media? I would not be surprised if you do have a lot of like social media courses nowadays. But based on your message, it sounds like it was probably OnlyFans specific. River Miles, Jay didn't share his wicked cereal with the plumber. Shaking my head.
No. He wasn't in he wasn't in the house at all. It was just in the garage.
ACC Norwegian 20. Ryan, it's all bad karma from your past life. Might be true.
That's a crazy
ACC.
Story, dude.
Mexa Rage for 2. So Disney is ruining IPs and ruining lives. Dang. Scott Philbin for $10. Here's some cash to help your down payment for the $7 million new crib.
Well, you're actually helping Jeremy, so
thanks, Scott.
But thank you.
Gay Lil Kada for $1. Thanks, Gay Lil Kada. Tobias Nexus for $5. Wasn't a whole thing with people trying to learn to fly by jumping off parking structure? Guess they found a better spot now. Yeah, so I think that parking structure did. And look, we know that people do this shit, when they get an idea in their head or when they're thinking about it anyway, and they see that and they see the attention it gets and they do it as well then. Didn't they put up like fucking barriers at that parking structure so you couldn't do that?
I don't know. The last thing I remember them saying that they were going to put netting in.
I thought they did.
So yeah, because we haven't had an incident. So they probably I think they put netting in to deter people from doing that.
They're gonna put like the Top Golf stuff around all the ledges at Disney. That's like gonna start trying to prevent this shit. Wild Man, piss one out for Dick Cheney, I guess. Didn't know dude even died. He was such a piece of shit. His piggy kid almost ruined Wyoming. I did see, I mean, that was like last week sometime, right?
I think the funeral's today, huh?
Maybe. Yeah. I do think that Dick Cheney passed away.
Gosh, Bitcoin is tanking right now. Maybe now's the time to buy, and I could live off the interest.
Snacks for 2. Any of them die from Disney rash? I don't think so. Wild Man for 5 says, I thought I got herpes from Fiona, but it was actually just heat rash. The only real scare I had at Disney. What's Fiona?
Herpes from Shrek?
That wouldn't be at Disney, though.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be at Disney.
Universal.
Maybe Tiana. Mike Hill, House of the Dragon, season 3 next summer and been renewed for season 4. Yeah, I guess that's not too surprising. I also know Night of the Seven Kingdoms was also renewed for season 2. So yes, House of Dragon season 3, a lot riding on that after a disappointing season 2 for a lot of people, and one that had to kind of rush towards the ending because of that writer's strike and all the bullshit. So season 3, a lot riding on it. I am looking forward to Dunk and Egg, though. Night of the Seven Kingdoms. J-Mac, for $20, I worked as a costume character at Six Flags, even trashier than Disney, years ago. And the amount of drunken brawls and crazy things I saw was ridiculous. The absolute dregs of society, the most common guests at theme parks. Jay.
Six Flags, yeah. I'm never there. I always want to be there when a fight goes down because I'm running right in the middle with the camera. I'm going for it. I think I could take a few punches and still stand. I think I could. If like everything's going on and I'm just there, you know, like just right in the middle of it, and I take a stray, I think I'll be okay. I think I could be okay. What a story to tell, right? What a story to tell.
It's true. VJ the Vigilant for 2. Will Jay trip Pikachu when he goes to Poke Park?
I don't know.
Maybe. T's House, G&G Gulfstream win. Winner gets all super chats.
Ooh. Ryan would win.
I might.
How it is. Unless he's having a really bad day.
Maybe I had a really bad day.
You know. I got a great short game. Long game, not too good.
It's usually either one of the others hitting for me, man. It's usually like either I'm getting off the tee really well, but I can't really strike my irons. And personally, I would rather hit my irons well. If I'm
deadly in a pitch and putt.
If I'm having a bad driving day, if I'm having a tough time getting off the tee, tough time keeping it in the fairway, like even if that happens, if I'm hitting my irons well, I can play really fucking well. As long as my approaches are good, as long as I'm keeping myself competitive, even if I'm a little off the green, an easy kind of, pitch and putt. Yeah. Yellow Flash Productions for 2. They're cutting off a lot of fans with that fat test. Maybe some Pokemon fans. Yeah. Did you take that down, Jay?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I did.
It's okay. I just
do that. I was.
I thought you were going to doing it to share something or show.
No. Sorry about that.
Chuck, I walk a mail route every day. Cakewalk for me. Easy day.
Shout out to you, man. Thanks for delivering the mail.
English Batchers for 2. In Japan, Mr. Kinnell, men come first. Always my policy. Angst Kitten for $10. It doesn't look like foreigners can purchase tickets for the Poke Park Kanto. They have an external website for those who reside outside of Japan, but it only says coming soon. Well, I think like the grand opening is in February of this year.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised if that is kind of just locals and stuff. And maybe it'll be opened up by the time May rolls around. We'll see. ACC, Norwegian 20. I walk over 5 miles every day. Feels good. Good. The Skeleton King for $5. Ryan, I think you're the only person on G&G that can pass that fitness test. Jay Fat, Beardo Fat, Mike Diabetic, and Jeremy Gay.
I think I could pass.
It's
walk
not
a
that
lot.
Crazy, yeah.
I walk a lot.
Jay walks.
I consider myself chubby, not fat, but to each their own.
That's how you identify, right?
That's how I identify, yeah.
Jeremy walks a lot. That's his new thing. His new thing is walking.
He
just walks in circles. Could walk and go see anything, but he'd rather walk in a fucking circle.
Yeah,
I think it's like because he was like just NASCAR brain going up. So that's the only thing he understands is just fucking left turns. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Mad Frog, that OnlyFans girl gave a lecture, said someone tried to pay her $10K to shit in a box and mail it to him so he could eat it. She said she didn't do it.
Look,
just for the record, if any of y'all want that $10K, fucking PayPal me, bro. I'll overnight that shit. Literally.
right there with you, man. I'll even try to make a letter out of it.
Charleston T for $5. Love watching you guys. Nerdrotic, Critical Drinker, Snarky J, That Star Wars Girl, etc. Y'all remind me how campy and others used to be. Well, thank you, Charleston. I'm gonna be real. I never watched the Campia, like the Collider crew. I never watched them. Ever. Chris Gore says RK out poop.
Can you imagine? Can you take
I could imagine 10K pretty easily.
$1,000. I'm like, what the freak, man?
I could imagine 10K
Again,
pretty easily.
There's people out there with Googles of money that don't know what to do with it, living off interest, having Rhodesian Ridgeback dogs, walking.
Yeah, I ain't joking. I'm serious. You want me to? I'll fucking do it. Pre-dawn corpse for $10. My daughter once tried to test me. I ate her eyes with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Oof.
He ate his daughter's eyes. This is pre-dawn corpse. Thank you. Huge cock for 2. Rate Predator Badlands out of 10. Hail.
I didn't see it.
If it was a movie that wasn't called Predator and it was just like a random thing, like a 5 or something. Very mid. As a Predator movie, like a 2. Carl Sagan. Jay acts more black than he acts chubby.
How do I act black?
Poor grammar. I don't know. Phil Mitchell's fist for $10. AI Grandma is like a Red Dwarf episode where confidence and paranoia are personified. Confidence praises Lister to the point he should take off helmet in space. Sci-fi warned us in the 90s. Love you guys.
Love you back.
Thank you, Phil. The Skeleton King, he walks in circles because he's gay. Can't go straight. Maybe that is the problem. ACC, would you suck a cock? Would you suck a cock for 10K? No, absolutely not.
I don't want to see anybody.
But I would shit in a bag and mail it to you. Are you fucking kidding me? I meant cock. Sorry, I figured out what you meant. Ronan for $2. Ryan's billboard forehead idea. Jay in a thinking man pose with the words, I agree. That means Jay'd have to run out to space. I think he's more interested in his Bitcoin investments. I want to talk about Disney Star Wars for a second, Jay. Want to talk about Disney Star Wars. Let me pop this shit up here. Jay, the Ahsoka series is almost here. Next year, I suppose. Still months away. But already they're out talking about it. They're doing some PR tours. I think they did something in Empire Magazine. And, you know, you've already got kind of damage control for the first season, which was abysmal, by the way. Terrible ratings. Massive disappointment. Fans didn't like it. Fans who didn't watch Clone Wars and Rebels didn't like it. Fans who did watch Clone Wars and Rebels didn't like it overall. And they're already saying, hey, guys, it's going to be different this season. Don't worry. Ahsoka's going to be more like herself. This thing's going to be different. This thing's going to be different. We promise. I'm not really buying it. I think it's dog shit, just like everything Dave Filoni does. But apparently, I'm not the only one that's a little bit critical of what Dave Filoni has done with this series. Because we got a Star Wars Rebels writer who worked with Dave Filoni, throwing a little bit of shade at the Ahsoka series. And it's all about Sabine Wren, Dave Filoni's most recent The Force's female character, Sabine Wren. Sabine becoming a Jedi was absolutely not the plan, says Star Wars Rebels writer Henry Gilroy.
Oh.
Now, you might be confused because Tony Gilroy does the Andor series, and he also works with his brothers, but they are not Henry Gilroy. Henry Gilroy just happens to be somebody else whose last name is Gilroy, who worked on some Star Wars Clone Wars stuff and some Star Wars Rebels stuff. Pretty heavily with Star Wars Rebels, actually. Star Wars Rebels writer Henry Gilroy, no relation to Andor's Tony or his writer brothers Dan and John, recently appeared on Pod of Rebellion and discussed the role of Sabine Wren on that show. Regarding Gilroy's appearance, it seems the idea of Sabine becoming a Jedi was posed long before the Ahsoka series premiered on Disney+. It would appear that most of the Rebels writing staff didn't love the idea, much like fans wouldn't one day. Fans' reaction to Sabine's new abilities were mixed when it was announced she would be Ahsoka's Padawan in Ahsoka's self-titled show, even more so after the show aired. Now we could see that people within Lucasfilm had concerns about the idea from the start as well. And here's the quotes. And you remember this, Jay.
Yeah.
Sabine Wren, I don't know if you're a Rebels guy, but she was a Mandalorian. That's what she was, Mandalorian warrior. And there was a whole arc with the Darksaber and things like this, but never, ever, ever was there anything that led to, oh, she's force sensitive, she's going to become a Jedi. Wasn't shit like that. But Dave Filoni wants total girl power, just likes flashy objects, said, hey, what if we give this person who's already really competent at these things, what if we make her a Jedi too? Wouldn't that be fucking cool, guys? Wouldn't that be awesome? I think that's awesome. George would have loved this. That's Dave Filoni's thoughts.
He's girl power, man. He's all about the girl power. He's said it in speeches before and all that stuff. He's all about girl boss. And
yeah. The biggest Force's female advocate in Lucasfilm is not Kathleen Kennedy.
It's Filoni.
Like the most feminine thing at Lucasfilm, shockingly, wasn't square-jawed Leslie Headland. The most feminine personality at Lucasfilm, the person who pushes for more of this shit than any other person we've ever seen, is Dave fucking Filoni. And some people still don't want to accept it. But here's Henry Gilroy. It was absolutely not the plan. We really felt like that not only did it step on Ezra's story, it was a weak retread. We already did this. The idea of Sabine training as a Jedi when she's already this fantastic warrior of her own type, we felt like this is overkill. I had nothing to do with the Ahsoka series, so I was shocked. What I love about the story with the Darksaber is that you don't have to be a Jedi to have Jedi ideals. I think that's what's really the more important thing, rather than force pushing Ezra 100 feet when you've never used the Force before. I fucking love it. I love it that probably Dave Filoni wanted to do it, and everybody that was writing the show was like, that doesn't make any sense. That's kind of retarded. We really shouldn't fucking do that. Let's not do it. They did it
anyway.
And then Dave Filoni gets his show, his fucking wet dream with Ahsoka, and this is exactly what we fucking see. It's so funny, and I love that he's calling him out over it. He doesn't say Dave Filoni by name, but Dave Filoni is in total control of the Ahsoka series, completely and totally.
And it kind of makes a lot of final decisions on a lot of stuff, though, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
He's got to make sure like his thumbprint is on every single thing that's Star Wars right now. So, man, talk of just killing the brand so quickly, man. Got to be studied, you know. Ahsoka was supposed to die in, Order 66, but
George always intended for her to die. Yes.
Yeah, and then when George quit, that Filoni found his hero. It seemed like he wanted to make Ahsoka the big star of Star Wars. So,
and she is. Unfortunately, it's also resulted in Star Wars being completely and totally decimated and destroyed. But Dave Filoni got what he wanted. Just no one cares.
Exactly, no one cares. I'm still waiting for the time machine where he can put Rey and Ahsoka together.
The world between worlds, baby.
I mean, yeah, let's do it. He's gonna go all in, man. He's got to get all the women together and do a whole show, because that's what everybody wants and waiting to see. So, do you think, like, honestly, do you think if like Mando and Grogu like really dumps, like they'll finally make changes to Star Wars, or nah? They're just gonna stay down the maybe Sean Levy's maybe his movie.
It'd be interesting to see what Starfighter does, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if Starfighter does decently well and Mando and Grogu fucking tanks, right? Like, that'll be an indication that, God, that what the plan that we have had and that's going on is not fucking working. And this random shit that came about took off. It might. I still think Dave Filoni gets his movie no matter what, just because the whole Mandalorian arc and the Ahsoka arc is going to culminate in that. So I still think that happens, but
He's gonna do a movie like the Avengers, right? He's gonna bring in Mando, Ahsoka. They'll probably fight Thrawn, right? He'll be the Thanos, and they'll
that's
just put
my
it all
guess.
together. Yeah. They'll put all the Disney Plus shows together.
It's been my guess for fucking years.
Yeah.
And that they're gonna have small cameos for Han, Luke, and Leia, like that aren't actually gonna be important in the grand scheme of things, but they're gonna serve. They're gonna serve to be like Han will see like Hera or something. He's like, "You're a better general than I could ever been, kid."
Yeah.
And just giving them their flowers.
Yeah.
And Luke being like, "My father would have been really proud of you."
Yeah.
Like all of that shit, dude. That's what it'll be.
Can you train me?
And
I need more training.
I want to throw up.
Yeah, you're right.
John Wayne, X-Wing, X-Wang, X-Billy, X-Willy, X-Wong, Y-Dong, X-Chang, Y-Wang, X-Alice, Y-Phallus. Examples of how gay and cringe that fig's name is. Pass it on. Not wrong. Jesus for 5. Hey, Jay. I also got lost looking for a client in Windermere. I passed a gate that had mansions and a woman walking around saw me and called the cops on me.
Are you serious? What kind of town is Windermere?
They're rich. They don't want hoodlums up there. I respect it. Hi, Kira for $5. Anakin visits Ahsoka, but ignores his son and grandson. Also, Sabine has no force potential. They say that, but she still uses it. Thanks, Disney.
Sabine was the one that got stabbed through the chest, right? And lived to tell the tale.
In the gut, I would say, but yeah. Yeah. Buford T. Justice for 10 gifted memberships. That's $50 right there. Shout out to our man Buford. He likes it when I shit on Dave Filoni, I think. Buford does. Shout out Buford. English Bachelors, reincarnate as Dave or Hassan's dog. Choose. I'd rather be Hassan's dog. I would rather get shocked than fucked. Like by Dave Filoni. Are you kidding me? Jay?
I don't know. I choose neither.
I'd rather get shocked with a shot caller than fucking raped. What are you talking about?
Well, of course, but
that's an easy answer.
All right, yeah, Hassan.
Dave Filoni crashing this plane with no survivors. This is Mad Frog. Maximus says, around the survivors, a perimeter create. Thank you, Maximus. And I think we're all caught up, Jay.
Man, look at that time.
We're about to hit that 12 o'clock hour. Tight show.
John says, hold on. There's a web page that tells you why Windermere is so expensive. LOL. Really? I don't know how I got lost there. Never again.
Well, what do you got going on today, Jay?
Today I will be at SeaWorld. I'm going to be doing a vlog for Park Hopping for SeaWorld. There's some other people that are, some G&G people are going to be there. They happen to have free ticket. So I was like, yeah, I'll go hang out. SeaWorld is my favorite Christmas theme park celebration. They got Bumble, Rudolph, all of them. They're all out there. It's pretty awesome. And like all the hot chocolate you could drink. It's great. So
I could do 1 or 2 cups. That's about my limit, I think.
Man, when they start adding like the bourbon and stuff like that, man, it's so good.
Well, it's different if you're getting drunk off of it, but yeah.
Yeah. So I might get like the lanyard, and you could walk around and like get a bunch of stuff to eat. So yeah, they have the gingerbread hot chocolate. And it's like small cups. You get the refillable cup. You stand in line. It's 99 cents. They fill it up. That's great. Great stuff.
Nice. All right. Well, that is it for us. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and we will be back at it again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.